You see her across the fire, and your body notices before your mind does. The way she moves, the sound of her voice, the shape of her face in the orange light. You keep looking and she notices. Maybe she looks back. Maybe she moves closer. Maybe another man sees it too. There are no dating apps, no private rooms, no wedding rings, and no rule saying that attraction must lead to one partner for life. Sex can happen without marriage. Marriage can happen without love. A family can approve a union, forbid it, or arrange it before either person has much choice. So when ancient humans wanted someone, what happened next? Who chose whom? Did appearance matter? Did strength matter? Did people kiss? And when did desire become something larger? A pair, a family, a socially recognized marriage. Archaeology cannot show us the first flirtation, bones do not preserve attraction, and stone tools do not record jealousy. We cannot point to one cave and say, this is where dating began. But human biology, ancient DNA, comparative anthropology, and the behavior of small-scale societies give us pieces of the answer. The first stage was probably the most immediate, physical attraction. A healthy body, clear movement, energy, age, facial appearance, voice, smell and signs of illness could all influence desire. But ancient people did not inspect strangers for a few seconds and swipe left or right. Most lived in small communities where they had watched one another for years. Attraction grew inside familiarity. You did not only see how someone looked, you saw how they behaved when food was scarce. You saw whether they shared meat or hid it. You watched them care for an injured relative, calm a frightened child, or start a fight over nothing. A beautiful face could create desire, but reputation could decide whether desire became trust. Imagine two hunters. One is strong, fearless, and returns carrying meat. But he takes the best portion, threatens weaker people, and disappears when the group must move. The other is less impressive at first glance, yet he shares, remembers water sources, repairs shelter, and stays beside the sick. Now imagine choosing someone who may sleep beside you, have sex with you, help raise your children, and connect your family to another family. Suddenly the second hunter looks different. The same logic worked in every direction. A woman was not simply judged by beauty or fertility. Her skill, health, knowledge, family connections, temperament, and ability to cooperate could matter. She might know where edible roots appeared after rain, how to prepare hides, how to treat a wound, or how to keep a child alive during a difficult season. In a survival economy, competence could be attractive, but desire did not guarantee access. Other people were watching. Choosing someone was never only about wanting them. It was also about whether the group could absorb the relationship. Potential partners competed. A stronger or higher status person might intimidate rivals. Gifts, food, hunting success, humor, dancing, ornament, storytelling, or acts of generosity could display value. Jealousy probably mattered too. Humans form attachments, guard relationships, fear replacement, and notice sexual rivals. None of that requires a modern wedding ceremony. This is where choosing a partner becomes more complicated. In some societies, the couple has substantial freedom. In others, parents and senior relatives strongly influence or arrange the union. A man may be expected to work for the woman's family, provide meat, transfer gifts, or prove that he can support a household. A woman's relatives may judge his reputation long before she lives with him. Why would families interfere with sex? Because sex could create children, and children created obligations. Human babies are helpless for an unusually long time. They need food, protection, teaching, carrying, and years of care. A mother rarely raised a child entirely alone. Grandparents, siblings, and the wider group could be crucial, but a reliable partner added another source of labor, protection, food, and support. That did not mean every father stayed or every marriage was loyal. Humans are capable of strong pair bonds, affairs, separation, remarriage, and multiple spouses. There was never one prehistoric relationship system shared by every group. But when two people remain together, their bond could affect far more than their private lives. A union might connect two families or even two camps. A partner from another group could bring allies, knowledge, access to land, and help during famine or conflict. Rules against mating with close relatives pushed people beyond the smallest family circle. Through marriage, strangers became in-laws, and separate communities became part of a larger network. In that sense, marriage may have been one of humanity's oldest diplomatic technologies. A kiss could be personal, a union could be political. But pair bonding and marriage are not the same thing. Pair bonding is the attachment itself. Two people prefer one another, seek proximity, cooperate, and may feel distress when separated. Marriage is the social recognition built around that bond. It tells the group who is connected to whom and creates expectations involving sex, children, residence, labor, exchange, and responsibility. The attachment likely came before formal rules. Humans inherited ancient brain systems for recognition, reward, care, and social bonding. Sex can strengthen preference for a particular person. Repeated touch, shared danger, grooming, sleeping close, food sharing, and caring for children can turn attraction into attachment. That does not mean prehistoric people experience love exactly as we describe it today. They may not have spoken about soulmates or imagined romantic marriage as the highest goal in life, but they could desire, miss, prefer, grieve, become jealous, and remain attached. Culture did not invent the human capacity for love. Culture gave it names, rules, stories, and consequences. And what about the kiss? We cannot identify the first human kiss. Romantic mouth-to-mouth kissing is not universal across all cultures, so it should not be treated as an instinct every human group automatically practiced. Some ancient people may have kissed, others may have expressed affection through touching foreheads, embracing, grooming, smelling, sleeping close, or sharing food. The first kiss, wherever and whenever it happened, probably did not create the first couple. It was one signal inside a much older language of bodies. Picture the two people near the fire again. They already know one another. She knows whether he shares. He knows how she behaves under pressure. Both know the other's family, history, strengths, and failures. Their attraction is not based on one perfect moment. It is built from hundreds of ordinary ones. Perhaps they move closer and kiss. Perhaps they do not. Perhaps they have sex first and attachment comes later. Perhaps their families approve. Perhaps a relative objects. Perhaps another partner becomes jealous. Perhaps the relationship lasts one season or many years. Ancient humans likely chose partners through a shifting mixture of physical desire, familiarity, health, skill, generosity, reputation, status, opportunity, family pressure, and alliance. Different groups weighted those things differently. Some people chose freely, some negotiated, some obeyed, some resisted, and this is the part the modern world hides. Today, choosing a partner can look private, a message, a date, a kiss, two people deciding what they want. But beneath that modern surface is an older calculation shaped by thousands of generations. Who attracts you? Who attracts everyone else? Who will share when food disappears? Who will stay when a child is sick? Whose family will become your family? Ancient humans did not choose partners with one rule. Desire opened the door. Reputation, survival, family, and opportunity decided what could walk through it. And the partner who mattered was not always the strongest, the most beautiful, or the most desired person near the fire. It was often the person who was still there when desire was no longer enough.